damn. It's like, what's up with the every guard from New York knows how to dribble and literally like, is it true? Am I tripping or is it like,
That's what we do. We can't shoot, but we can dribble.
yeah, just
That's what. Look, one of the knocks on New York City guards was we can dribble the basketball, get to the basket, but we can't shoot. So when I came out, my brothers made sure that I was able to shoot. But handling the basketball, that's our thing. From Rafer Alston, Shamgar Wells, Kareem Reed. You think of it, we got some of the best ball handlers on earth. And I mean, Shamgar is probably like everybody. I seen your Sham too.
Oh.
I seen that. I seen that. That was.
I'm trying to get him on the pod.
That
too.
was.
Get him on the pod.
That was shifty. You had everybody like, oh.
I had to. They were talking shit on social media. I was like, nah. If I get 2 minutes, I'm on. I'm on
You-
it.
yeah, you gave it
I'm
some.
trying to get out.
Early.
But okay,
Early.
talk about basketball. Like, you see what Allen Iverson said on Shaq's podcast? He said,
Yeah.
the one man I feared, Stephon Marbury, man.
Chuck. Allen is the best pound for pound, 6 foot and under. I don't care what guy who ever played basketball. He's by far the best. He is incredible. Allen is skinny, he's small, and he's like wiry strong. Allen played football, right?
Yeah.
He was nice in football, so he was used to getting contact and getting hit. But when we played against him, I'm like, the only way that I could basically slow him down is I got to beat him up. I got to foul him hard. I got to hit him hard. But it didn't work. He still get 50.
It's Allen Iverson.
Yeah, it's Allen Iverson.
But just him saying that, and I heard obviously you're a Hall of Famer. Like, I don't care. Nobody says I don't care. I don't care about none of that. You're a Hall of Famer. And about Isaiah as well when he said like you're a Hall of Famer, but like getting respect from the top of the top. Top of the top, saying like, "Yo, the only man I feared." Like, I ain't easy. That's not something easy to somebody to say.
Yeah, because he went up against everybody. Jordan, Kobe, it's a lot of players, but him and I, our battles were from it go all the way back to college. Because we got a classic game, Georgia Tech versus Georgetown.
Oh, I'm gonna watch it. What?
It's classic. All you gotta do is type it in. You type it, it's gonna come right up. Stephon Marbury and Allen Iverson. Boom, it's gonna come up. It's a classic.
What happened in the game?
They won. They beat us, but we was going back and forth. We was going at it. I would throw a dime. He'd score. I get a steal. He'd get a steal. He get a dunk. I get a wraparound pass. So I threw some crazy pass. And it was in Madison Square Garden. So all it was ooh, ooh. That's all you heard. The Garden was going ooh,
that's New York.
Ooh.
Oh my God.
That's all it was.
I wish I was at that game. I wish I was at that game. Then I heard when you said something about the not only what you play, but like about the Olympics and how like that actually changed the course of like Team USA or like basketball, and that being Greece, we have a big tradition about basketball in Greece. Like from we have like.
Dominique Wilkins played there.
Yeah, and Dominique is like, you don't understand. He comes to Greece, yeah. And I was like, man, how much is like international game has changed, right? With big fellas dribbling now, like Euroing.
Completely different game. I mean, when you look at your brother, your brother actually kind of like created his own lane in the NBA by doing what he does at that size and to be able to utilize his length, his how big his hands are, to be able to grow the way how he's grown from his body, how his body improved,
yes.
His strength. Obviously, he figured, being the strongest is actually the best. Right.
That's good. I like that.
Part, you figured that part out. It's way easier when you got all of the power. Then you can add all of the other things.
Yeah, then you figure it out just a little bit from
Right.
there, so then you
Right.
get to the rim. It's harder to be skilled that you can't get there. You try to.
You don't got that power to get there. You got all of the skills. It's pointless. You gotta go play with somebody else.
Okay. Does that development comes outside of the team or inside the team? Like I remember a lot of guys will be in parks playing, even being professional in parks playing.
Yeah,
Right?
That's what we do. I play Rucker Park, now they play like Dykeman, Kingdom, and New York.
Kobe played too. Yeah,
Kobe played in the Rock. You gotta play. If everybody that's nice, they all go play in the Rocket. Everybody.
Gotta get him to. You
gotta.
still have games? They still be doing games?
Yeah, he want to go. Let me bring him there. That would be sick. They'd be like, "Who are you gonna play with?" I'm like, where the money at? Nah, but that'd be great if he went there to play there. I mean, you look. You want to improve your game. You want to get your game where it's tight. Just play all summer. Play pickup. Play summer league basketball. That's what I did. I mean, all the time. Just it keep you in shape. You get to work on the things that you work on individuals. During the season, you don't get better during the season. That's not the time to get better. That's the time for you to display.
Yes. What you've done during
all your off season, all your off season work. But you stay sharp during the season by working out, doing individual stuff with whoever the assistant coach or your trainer. You stay sharp during the season, but off season is everything: hoop, lift, run, track, water, swim.
That's the old school. That's the old school.
Hiking, everything.
That's the old school, like just hoop.
Just hoop. I mean, you do all of that stuff, but you hoop.
Yes.
You play. You know what I'm saying?
You had the. I was just thinking about this, like, how much you think? I mean, obviously, with the NBA, like, what made it? How did you decide? Like, nah, I'm going to China. Like, that's
wow. Okay, so during that time, my brand. Okay, I'll go like this. I was dealing with a lot. I was super depressed. I was playing at the Garden. My dad was rushed to the hospital, and my dad passed away while I was on the court. And then my dad died. Then my coach died like a week later. My aunt died, and then my mom checked in the hospital on her deathbed. So it was like a lot. And then I wasn't my situation with the Knicks. It was like going bad, and my brand Starbury, I was being attacked because I was basically, I was cornering the market in some ways with selling shoes at $14.98, opening up the mold about the shoes not costing that much to make, and people selling the shoes for X amount of dollars. So I think, my brand was failing. So I was just like super depressed. I was like I was in a state of wanting to kill myself, feeling like I wanted to kill myself, not wanting to be here because of dealing with the stress and pressure of losing people that I love. You know what I'm saying? So through God, through the faith of God, like I was able to weather the storm. I was able to hunker down. Old school guy who did all 5 of my ankle surgeries, Dr. William Hamilton. He passed away about 2-3 years ago. He said, "Stephon, I know you're dealing with a lot, but all you got to do, son, you just got to hunker down and just let the storm pass over. It's going to pass because you're a good kid." I was like, "Thanks, Dr. Hamilton." And that's what I did. Yeah, he was. And I needed that during that time when he said that. And then I started my I got back on my journey, and then I bounced. I said, "I'm going to go try China." My friend was like, "What you think about China?" I was like, "China?" I was like, "That's far." It was like, they got 300 million people that play basketball there. I was like, what? It's like, you probably can sell your shoes there. So that's basically, that triggered my brain.
Yeah.
So it took me like a month. I was like, all right, I'm going to go try. Spoke to my family, spoke to my mom. And she said, "China, that's far, but God is everywhere, so you good. You covered. And you ain't got nothing to worry about."
That's why, but God is everywhere.
Yeah, he everywhere, so you good. So I was like, all right, I bounce. I get there, like 5,000 people at the airport, and I ain't never leave after that. Since 2009, 2010.
Yeah. You had man, this, I think, like, you just watch your game and everybody knew who your brand and what it is, be a hooper. Like, did you ever thought about like, this game too much, or this is like, I know
About the game?
Yeah, like
Yeah.
it's getting out of hand. Do you think you always think like, you always thought like, I'm gonna be, this is who I'm gonna be, Stephon Marbury, my whole life. Like everybody gonna know me, everybody gonna.
For me, when I came out, because it's a little bit different because I come from a basketball family, right?
Okay.
So I was the number one player in from the 5th grade all the way until I went to college.
You've been the guy.
Yeah, so I was I was highly recruited, but when I was younger, because I had brothers that were like All-American in America, people already knew me. They was like, "Oh, your little brother's nice." So when my brother go to All-American camp, like Nike All-American camp, all of the nice players that Kenny Andersons and
you would have had crazy NILs.
Oh. They were sending private planes to pick me up to come to their school
really
that time. So that was legal for them to do that.
Okay.
It was legal for them to do that, but all of the other stuff, they couldn't do nothing.